so we finally made it to the dyno here at Trackstar Motorworks. Got the Miata all set up right here. He's kind of getting the my shitty base maps cleared up a little bit, but soon we should be hopping on the dyno and start getting it under load, testing different load cells. Ethan from Trackstar is going to be tuning the car. Right now he's doing the VE table, just correcting some of that. Installed a Mac boost control solenoid. Right now it's not hooked up because we're tuning on the wastegate pressure first, but after we get the wastegate tune settled, we're going to do another map with some more boosts, hopefully see some high numbers, and just going to get to it, let him do his work, hopefully see some good numbers out of this thing, man. I'm really excited. It's a track 5% of the time daily, 90% of the time. I don't really want it to make too much power. I'd like to see 240, but you tune my friend's car, Chris Schneider, with the supercharged NA. Kind of similar situation. I want the car to be able to do 20-minute sessions on track, you know. And I got to do an oil cooler and stuff, get it ready, but I also want to know, can you make me a wastegate map and then a map with it turned up?
Yeah, it works to some extent, but it can only get you so far. Yeah. But yeah, basically, as you move to the right and as you move up, the numbers should be increasing.
Yes.
And then science-wise, we know that like these numbers are volumetric efficiency. So, and I did already make a change that's kind of doing some weird stuff, so don't worry about that. But so I know that math and science-wise, when we're at 0 pounds of boost, 100 kPa, the volumetric efficiency of this motor is going to be near 100.
Yeah.
So that number right now that's good. It's kind of a sanity check that I do to see, okay, it's in the ballpark.
But in boost, it needs to be a lot richer.
And then it'll need to step up from there. But so anytime, and I know that you know this is just the auto learn stuff, but anytime, you know, there should never be a 49 and then a 46 and then a 42, you know, and then moving way down like this. So I can see that right now we are in the reason it's swinging now compared to, I already adjusted the AFR target table to the way that I like it to be. So I leaned that out a bit, but now and I always like to check with the timing lock. I always like to give it a little rev to make sure that there's no timing sync issues with revs. Occasionally that can be a thing. So you'll see the timing marks wander just like a couple degrees. If you see it move a lot though, then that means there might be an issue going on. So that looks good. You did good.
Yes. I know you can rev this car to like 74, but I'm cool with the limiter at like 72.
Okay. Do you know what the wastegate pressure is?
It sits at about 50 kPa.
Okay, yeah. You know that the flywheel looks good. It almost sounds like
I got it machined, yeah.
Okay, it almost sounds like there could be a difference.
I got it machined when I did the clutch, but it's like an E-base. Cameraman, my father, he was trying to beat my time at an autocross, and he hit a hard metal cone, or like plastic cone, and tried to repaint it with some Rust-Oleum from Home Depot, and it looks really good. So, yeah.
to work it up, and I want to try to make. Not only do I want to try to make it perfect on the lowest boost setting, I want to try to make it perfect on all throttle angles leading up to that.
When you do take some of the good data logs, like the last few, can you also send me those?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I will have every tune file and every data log that I generate. Awesome. I have it forever.
And it's for Megalog viewer.
Yep.
Okay, sweet. This boost map, it was a little different. I'm trying to tune it, but
cool. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's fun stuff when it works correctly.
Yeah. So you're targeting like probably what, like 11.8 boost?
Here, let me show you the table. So I'm targeting 12.4 to 12.2 at the threshold of boost. Right. Any all-motor car, pretty much 12.5 is the number you're seeking out in your rev limiter. But yeah, 12.2-ish at the threshold. You see that's 3,000 RPMs.
Yeah.
And then at that low boost, 11.8, and then if we were going high boost, then I'd be wanting to come down to maybe like a low 11. And then if the car is like, if it's something that I feel is a fragile motor or is like, or if it still has any catalytic components on it, then maybe you need to go a little bit richer still into like a high 10. But yeah, pretty much, if you're in boost, you want to see somewhere in the 11s. If you're in the 11s, you're good.
Solid.
Yep.
That's what I was running on the street.
That low of a boost number, you know what I mean? So like we're asking for 11.8, 11.7 in that area. So it looks like I still have room to pull a little bit of fuel, a little bit more fuel out, yeah.
tuning's going good now. We got that electronic boost control working. We're off the wastegate pressure. I want to say we're about 10 psi. The car made like 200 horsepower. I think we're gonna start turning it up. The fueling's looking good. Just have to dial in some controller settings with that Mac valve, but it's sounding a little extra spicy these last few pulls. And I've been informed by my tuner, Mobil 1 is no good. Do not buy Mobil 1 oil if you track your car, have a high mileage performance car, because the viscosity wears out. You need some VR1. So go buy some Valvoline VR1. Sponsor me.
Over 200, there you go.
And one plate here.
And the boost cut's still set at the same.
The boost cut, I did move it up a little bit ago because I'd rather, when I know that I have control, so I'm at 195 right now, so just shy of 14 pounds.
Okay.
We probably, I mean, we might as well put it at 200.
You like that one?
Yeah.
Torque came up, the horsepower went down slightly. I mean, you can't necessarily expect this, you know, on each run. We're stacking intake air temperature.
Watch out, Jake Graham. This is for you. Alright, so we just gapped down the spark plugs. So I'm reinstalling them now. They were a little over 30, but they're at about 25 thousandths right now. The reason we do that is because it was misfiring up in the top. This helps get the spark a little bit stronger since I have the stock coils. So. These plugs are a heat range colder than stock. These are BKR 70s. I mentioned them in the other video, but if you're just tuning into this one, these are a little bit better for a turbo car because they're a heat range colder. Won't get blown out as much.
so it stands to reason that I should be able to run a little bit more timing than the next car. I might want to pull a plug out here in a minute. Now that we've gapped them down, we might want to pull like the number 3 plug and see if we can get a read on where the ignition timing is happening at, and if I have more room to go or not.
Yeah.
How long have these plugs, were they like pretty new?
Installed with the turbo.
Yeah.
It's hot. Alright, so we just finished up the dyno session. The car made 218 horsepower and I think 190 torque, which is really solid for the heat of Texas. It's like 106 in here or something like that, but we're really happy with those numbers. He tuned it amazingly. I have no complaints with the car. It's We just drove it very fast. So we'll see in the videos. And I mean, it's gonna rip tomorrow at the autocross for sure. Do you have anything to add?
I think, I mean, yeah, the car did well. I think you did an exceptionally good job preparing the car. There's probably like half the cars that come in, we're not even able to make it on the dyno, and yours was pretty. I don't think I really had to touch a wrench at all, so that's a good day for me.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, despite the temperature, we got a nice, smooth, clean dyno plot. Maybe not quite up where you wanted it, but with given the heat, and then I mean driving the car, like it feels perfect.
It feels very
I think
good.
you're probably 20 horsepower down because of the extreme temperature today.
Right.
But the car is not pushing any, limits. We didn't, get more out of it than what we really should have. It's right given the conditions. So
yeah. And so I think we will. We might be back here maybe next summer with a different engine in the car. So we'll hope to stay tuned for that one. And see you in the next one.